Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I was intending on filming my Hufflepuff look today to have it up for next week. Unfortunately I haven't been able to. I am so ridiculous. It is all my own fault. So I was cleaning out downstairs this corner that we haven't kind of touched for a while because we've been doing a lot of kind of sorting out in the rest of the house, and that's kind of been the dumping ground room. We got a lot of it sorted before Christmas. A lot went to charity. We sold some stuff. We gave some stuff away. It's looking better, but we got into this corner finally and it was so dusty. I should have put a mask on and I didn't. I have a dust allergy and now I'm just so congested in the chest, and I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it, but I'm snotty. So I will try to edit these sniffs out and give you the best video possible. So I decided against doing the Hufflepuff video today, and I'm hopeful to film that on Sunday and hopeful to have it up for Tuesday, so fingers crossed. I also have a new video coming up on the Revolution matte base products. So I've ordered 2 concealers, 1 brightening and 1 kind of skin tone colour, 1 foundation, but I've got a shade darker. I've gone for the 4, so I'm hoping it's going to match okay, fingers crossed. And then 2 powders, 1 in 3, which is the colour I usually wear, and then a brightening 1 in 0, which is like a white for under the eyes and things. So hopefully they'll come early next week and I'll get that review up for you next Saturday and let you know what I think about them and see what you think when I put them on. The product that we're actually talking about today, which you'll know from the thumbnail and the title of the video, is a new palette from Revolution. So this is the Marvellous Moths. It's one of the reloaded palettes. These retail for £4, which is excellent value. You get 15 shades in here. No mirror, but that's fine. What do you expect really for £4? I prefer my own mirrors. I use hand mirrors and I use a small mirror for eyeshadow, so I'm quite happy about that. Unfortunately, I didn't film this eye look that I did today, but I really, really like it. I love these colours. So I'm really, really pleased with it, even just for those colours. And yeah, I don't know. It's not perfectly finished, just because I was kind of just playing around and testing it. But once I saw the look, once I'd finished it, I thought I've got to film this video so that you can see just how beautiful they are on. They're so pigmented. They do take some work with blending and packing on, but we'll kind of cover that when I do the swatches, which I'll include at the end of the video. But this is what you get. These are really large pans of colour. I'll get you a good close-up. That's all of the colours in there. Some really beautiful colours, a really nice array of colours, a nice selection. I get really annoyed when people go, so I've got this palette and this is what it looks like, and then that's it, because I like to pause and really look at things. So that's why I wanted to give you a good look at that. Now prior to this, I did get this one, which is the Revolution Pro Regeneration Trends Mischief Mattes, which is this one. And you get 18 shades in this. And this one was £8. But as you can see, the shades are smaller. So that's the 2 of them together, just for reference point if you're kind of thinking which one should I get. Now I did do a video on this one and I'll link it at the end of this video when it comes up with the subscribe option. I will link this video there for you as well so that you can check that out if you wanted to see swatches of that. But that's what the 2 of them look like together. There are a few shades in here that are actually the same. Now the shadows in this one are 0.8 grams each, and this doesn't actually have that information on the back, so I'll find that information if I can. If I can, then I'll put it up on screen for you so you can actually see how much product you get per shadow here, and I'll put like a little reference point up to let you know what you're getting, as in, is this the same amount as this amount. Of course these are bigger shadows, so I'm reckoning that it's probably going to be around the same amount, and this of course is half the price of this one. Both are Revolution, same brand. This is Revolution Pro, and they both are made in China, but the company obviously is a UK company, and they both are cruelty free. So it doesn't bother me that they don't have names. Of course it's always nice when they've got names, but I'm not really that fussed. Of course on this one there is more of the space in the palette taken up with the fact that they have printed those names on. So if they hadn't, those shades could have been bigger. So this one, I have used it quite a bit, but I do find that it takes a lot of packing on. So you do need to have a bit more time when you're playing around with this, just because you do need to layer it. And that is actually something that I would definitely say about this one as well, having tried this today. I had to layer this pink shade quite a bit to get it to show up on my lid here. But these 2 shades were very pigmented. The darker ones are pigmented. They're a little bit blotchy when you first put them on, and they do take some blending and kind of building up. but they are beautiful. I've got this on the lid, which is the pale pink shade. Then I've got this sort of paler sort of plum all the way through the crease, and then right in the underneath crease, like targeted right into the crease with a very much smaller brush, is this kind of darker purple plummy shade as well. So I've only got 3 colours on today, and I did use the white to blend out the edges. What I'd say is, when you look at this palette, you may think that this is a black, and it's not really. When you swatch it, it's actually much better. It's actually kind of a charcoal sort of black, so it's got quite a lot of grey in it, so it's not a pure intense midnight black. It's actually quite a nice dark smoky, very very dark smoky grey. So I really like that, because when you look at it you can think, oh, I don't really need another black shadow. White's always great to have when you've got colours. I think a coloured palette should pretty much always have a white in, because they're great to put underneath to make the colours really pop. You don't always need a black, if I'm honest, but this one's more of a grey, so don't let that put you off at all. But what you do get in here is you get 2 yellows. When you'll see the swatches, they're actually fairly close in colour. This is more of an egg yolk sort of colour, this is more of a sunshine yellow. You have a lovely orange, a really beautiful red, this red's really nice, and then this really nice pink shade. And then obviously you've got that beautiful pale pink. I'd love even just this to be a single eyeshadow. I would buy it. I would just buy loads of it. I think it's so beautiful. I've got these 2 colours mixed together under my eye as well. And you've got this really dark purpley shade. Beautiful green. I mean, these greens are really few and far between to get a really nice matte true grass green, because you get a lot of kind of army greens, olive greens, or a really dark green, but this is something that it's a really nice true bright green, so I really appreciate that in this palette. A really beautiful, really poppin' purple, and then you've got this really nice sky sort of blue shade. On the bottom you've got this kind of plummy shade, a really nice true peach shade, which is really lovely. This teal is absolutely gorgeous, a white and then a kind of a charcoal grey. What I would say is that I think some of these colours mixed together might get a little bit muddy. If anybody watches Samantha JL, she does, I think she does primarily Revolution on her channel, but she mixed together the purple with the teal and it kind of made this beautiful indigo colour, but they did definitely blend together. So that can be a good thing, that they can kind of mix together and morph into something else, but it really depends on what you want to use it for, if you want these to be standalone colours. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind with it. But the £4 price point, it's just absolutely amazing, and it's so good to see so many companies bringing out these really nice bright palettes, and it's, you know, it's still got those 4 neutrals there and then the white and the grey, so it's still got 6 shades in there that are really very very wearable, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm really really thrilled with it. I would rather have the big pans and not the names in between, but I do think it's well worth getting. Like I said, it took some time to blend, but it's really worth it at the end, and I was just blown away with how pigmented this really dark purpley plum colour was. It went into the corner so beautifully and darkened that look up. I'm really really thrilled with it. So what I'm going to do is end this video here saying that I would definitely recommend this. £4 is a great price point. So I'm going to stop waffling now and we're going to get on to the swatches. And I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe as always. My Hufflepuff video will be coming up next week, and so will the review on the new Revolution Matte Base Foundation, Concealer and Powder. Okay, I've just found the information. This tiny little sticker that was actually on the front actually has the weight of the shadows. So this one has 16.5 grams of shadow in it, so that's 16.5, and then this one has 14.4. so for £4 you're actually getting more shadow for your money. So there you go. Yay. Question answered. I had to get my maths head on. So I'm really pleased that I could find that information for you, because I think it's quite important to know kind of what you're getting for your money as well, value wise. So that is what the colours look like. I know, awkward swatching this way. I'm usually swatching the other way. As you can see, they are quite powdery. You definitely get your money's worth when you buy a more expensive palette just for that reason. But still, with blending and piling on layers of these, you do get a really good result, so it's worth it. So I'm just going to pop a bit more of that red on, because I love this red. Look at that. And I'll add a bit more of the yellows and the orange on as well. And those are the colours. So they do come out really nice with like a second pass over. The red is a proper candy apple red. I'm really, really impressed with that. I love it. So we'll go on to the second row now. So those are the colours. I'll try and keep them in sight. This pink doesn't show up very well, but on the eye, packing it on a couple of layers, it is really nice. So that is them, layer 1, and I'll put another layer over the top. And that's those with the second pass over. That pink is still quite pale, but I'm very pale, but it is very pretty. And with a couple of layers packed on with a brush. In fact, I'll use a brush. I do want you to see though that I've just used a brush to get a bit more colour, and they are quite powdery, so just keep that in mind. But that pink is probably still not going to show up greatly on me, but still. Those colours are really lovely. So that's all of them so far. Really impressive. And I'll do the last 5. I'm going to move over to the back of my hand for those because I've kind of run out of room there. And that is the last 5 shades. That's 2 layers. You can see there is just a little bit of powderiness. The teal is very powdery and a little bit patchy. Haven't tried that on the eye yet, so I might do an eye look coming up with that one. I'll try this palette out on my eyes when I do the matte base foundation review next Saturday. I might try this teal because it's coming out quite patchy and it is very powdery, but I think once you get it on the eye, I think it'll be really nice. And I won't be mixing any other colours with it because I don't want to ruin it. It's so pretty. But those are lovely. This peach is so pretty. It's a really nice, bright, true peach. And as you can see, this plum shade, that's what I've got across the crease, right across my eye. That's really pretty as well. The white's nice. I don't know if this is meant to be a black and it's just not pigmented enough and that's why it comes out kind of grey. But I actually prefer it like that. No, I think that's definitely meant to be a grey. It definitely comes out as more grey, like a deep, dark, smoky grey in person. So that's the bottom row. And then that's the top row. 2 rows. Again, that red is probably one of my favourite shades in there. And that deep, dark plum, but that's a beautiful true green, real primary green. And I'm really impressed with them. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you've got this or you're planning to get this. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.